All right, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to your hopefully elect. It's your brother Yahweh Call from Great Millstone Orlando Camp. And this is one of the, real quick, doing a little walk talk. And just what was on my mind as of right now, via the Spirit. Just a little lesson on faith, because pretty much the pinnacle of this thing of ours, as far as what the Lord requires of us, is our faith, complete trust and dependence in Him. All right, and it just had me thinking, meditating on how just the fact that, when it comes to the trials and tribulations that brothers and you sisters, of the hopeful elect, matter of fact, let me grab this. Because it's essentially that's who these messages are for at the end of the day, It's for the household of faith, which I'm going to grab. In Galatians 6:10. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. All right. So this is what this thing of ours is about. All right. Through the Spirit and power and grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. All right. It's about waking up the elect, the sealing of the elect. All right, this is a process, because a part of the process is when it comes to the elect, before we can obtain the kingdom, Lord willing, we're out that number, before we can obtain the kingdom and receive, which I was reading this here in Numbers 14, verse, we're going to get to the point in verse 30. Matter of fact, because that was one thing, matter of fact, real quick, Deuteronomy 8:1. All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply and go in and possess the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. All right. So again, dealing with, the ancient time and the ancient world, right? How at that time, like I just read here, the Lord was proving Israel, and unlike the ancient time, all right, at that time in the wilderness, all right, because in the wilderness at that time, the Lord was he was searching our hearts, he was proving, we were being proven, we were being tried, refined, and essentially we all felt the test, all right. Essentially we all felt the test, all right, but the elect are going to pass the test as go around, all right. Now going into this, Numbers 14. Numbers 14 in verse 30. Doubtless ye shall not come into the land, concerning which I swear to make you dwell therein, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. But your little ones which ye said should be a prey, them will I bring in, and they shall know the land which ye have despised. All right, because like I said, at that time, Israel failed the test. Save Jacob and Caleb. They didn't see the outside of that, they didn't see the promised land. All right, because through the Spirit and power and grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, this is before we go through this process, again, we have to be proven, tried, and refined. All right, and it's out of faith. Again, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, we're ushering this in. All right, because at that point, when the kingdom is established, faith won't be required. There won't be need for faith, because the kingdom will be established. The Lord the King himself, Yahweh Shai, will be here. So there won't be a need for faith. So you see, the Lord is looking for those, hey, who's gonna be about me now. You know, while we're in the time now where, you know, we're getting down and dirty, right? You know, the shit's not pretty. You know, this truth is not pretty. You know, Jake always wants to be a part of the success, but they never want to be a part of the, you know, going through the process or whatnot, you know. And this is what, again, all through the trials and tribulations that you brothers and sisters deal with. You know, if we're of the elect, if we're of that number, all right, this is what the Lord is searching for. This is why faith, again, this is the pinnacle as far as this thing of ours and what the Lord requires. Faith is on the top of the list. You know, that's what the Lord requires the most. All right, so that's what, again, the Lord wants to see who's going to be with me, who's going to be about me when it's time to get down and dirty. All right, like I said, you know, while it's not pretty now, you know, Jake, they want the reward. They want that instant gratification. But again, this thing of ours, there is no instant gratification. There is no instant gratification. All right. Like I said, we're in the mud, where we're getting down and dirty. All right. And through the spirit and power and grace and mercy of Yahweh Shema Shai, Lord, when we are of that number. All right. Hey, you know, what we're ushering in, this is why those men are going to be commended so, you know, those that stood stiffly for the names of the Lord. That's why they're going to be commended so greatly. All right, because against all odds, right, when the shit wasn't pretty, right, because, you know, just think about it. Being behind enemy lines, I think about this every day. You know, being behind enemy lines, right, and even the scriptures say that, you know, your faith, though it, you know, it starts off small, right, but eventually you get to a point where, hey, being able to remove mountains, all right, and of course mountains can be they can represent governments. So like I was saying, you know, it's heavy because, again, being behind enemy lines, you know, the fact that we're in the greatest, most wicked, powerful kingdom ever, right? You know, being in the belly of the beast, we're telling these devils in their kingdom that, hey, you know, you had your time to rule, all right, but your kingdom is going down. We're telling these devils in their face, in their kingdom, you're going down. America's through. Babylon is finished. All right. Which, again, it takes a lot of faith. You know, it takes a lot of faith to be able to through the spirit of the Lord, man, you know, starting with the apostles, the bishops on down. It takes a lot of faith to be able to do what we do. You know, that's why oftentimes we see a lot of Jake, man, they you know, because it's not easy, you know, it's not easy. You know, but that driving force, like we were talking about last Saturday at camp, you know, this past Saturday at camp, man, you know, that the driving force that's in brothers, all right, because the Wadi Yahweh Shema Shai, we have the ability to see beyond. You know, the Wadi Yahweh Shema Shai, I always say this is not the end all be all. This can't be the end all be all. And Jake knows this in his spirit, even 2/3. You know, even 2/3 knows in his spirit, this ain't the end all be all. This can't be it. But even, you know, because Jake is searching, you know. And even when it comes to 2/3, a lot of 2/3 are searching too, but it's just not given to them. You know, it's only given to the elect. So this is the process that we're in as of right now. You know, just the trying and refining, because it's all about the building up of our faith. All right. You know, because like I said, yeah, it'll be easy once Yahweh Shai is here himself and the kingdom is established. At that point, there won't be no need for faith. You know, but who's going to do it? Who's going to be about the Lord now? All right, against all odds. The scriptures talk about hope against hope. You know, this thing of ours is not pretty. You know, and that's why, hey, our faith is precious. The scriptures talk about how our faith is more precious than gold, fine gold. You know, our precious faith. Right? Let me see if I can type that in real quick. Yeah, 1 Peter 1:7. 1 Peter 1:7, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, And that's the thing. Faith, hey, I mean, it's like your gold. Hey, gold is very precious. Very precious. But hey, the Lord said it, you know, our faith is more precious than fine gold, man. It's like the scriptures said, our faith is more precious than fine gold. That's how precious our faith is to the Heavenly Father. It says, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Hamashiach. And again, against all odds, despite how things look, hey, we believe that the Lord is coming back. That's without a shadow of a doubt. All right. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus? Hey, fucking nigga named Jesus. All right. Yahweh Shah's coming back, man. All right. Yahweh Shah's coming back, and we believe it. And he's coming back in our lifetime. We believe it. I believe it. I know you hopeful, sincere, hopefully elect brothers and sisters. Hey, we believe it. And pursuing the second Esdras 9, it tells you, man, hey, those that, you know, are preserved from the set perils, roughly paraphrasing, shall see my salvation. Those that hold on and endure to the end, you know, because our expectation is in Yahweh Shema Shai, and the Lord's not going to leave us. The Lord's just not going to leave us, man. You know, here it is. We're doing the best that we could do to the best of our ability. Do you really think that the Lord's just going to say, the hell with us, man? No, man. You know, the Lord is coming back in our lifetime. We believe that. And then it takes an incredible amount of faith to believe that. Because again, against all odds, all right, against everything, you know. But hey, that's why our faith is precious, man. Faith is extremely precious. Faith is so precious that it comes from, that's a special spirit that comes from Yahweh Shema Shai. Like I said, this is why, hey, you know, a lot of Jake end up leaving, man. They end up falling out because, hey, this is no light thing of ours. This is no light thing of what we do. You know, one minute we could be here, the next minute we could be out. You know, but the elect, they were already predestined and ordained and sanctified from the beginning. Hey, they're gonna those that got the victory over the beast. You know, because like I said, man, just against all odds, man, just look at our people. Our people are through. All right, this devil's getting ready to come down with great wrath. Like I said, like I quoted, hope against hope. You know, because you know, Jake wakes up every day. And, you know, everything is against us every day, man. You know, that's bad enough in itself. But that driving force, man, it keeps us going. It keeps us going, man. You know, the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai keeps us going. Because, again, we just know in our spirit, or the elect know in their spirit, that this ain't it. This can't be it. There's more to it than this, man. There's got to be. Because I'll be damn, you know, and I'll be goddamn, you know. But I'm going to just grab this. If I can find it. Because, again, this is, the message essentially is to and for the household of faith. And it just reminds me, yeah, this is not the account that I wanted, but this is a good one. You know, certain accounts give you a better depiction, or I'll say certain perspectives, because it's the same account, but just from a different perspective. But nevertheless, in Luke 22, I'm gonna start at verse 60. And Peter said, "Man, I know not what thou sayest." And immediately while he yet spake, the cock crew. And the Lord turned and looked upon Peter, and Peter remembered the word of the Lord, how he had said unto him, before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice. Because, again, you know, we're going through this process. We're going through this process now, all right? Being tried and refined so that our faith is on point, you know? Another thing that we talk about often here at our camp, you know, we go over how, hey, man, you know, before the Lord can come get us, we all have to get to a point to where the Lord is satisfied with us. We all have to fulfill our measure in the spirit, we all have to feel our measure. So it's a constant thing of the Lord breaks us to build us back up, to break us down, to build us back up. And it's a constant process, you know, and that's why I brought this up, because Peter was a beautiful example being the head of the church, all right, the king, under the king, all right, you know, King David, for those that have ears to receive, you know, because, you know, Peter, the Apostle Peter, he had that very, very zealous, I'll never leave you, Lord, type of attitude, you know. He had that spirit, that the attitude, that the ride or die type of attitude. You know, I'm done for whatever, Lord. But, you know, when it came down to it, hey, Peter, he got humble, because when you read verse 62, it says, now this was after the fact that Peter, again, he denied the Lord. And the Lord told him the Lord told Peter he was going to deny him 3 times. Because, hey, like I said, Peter was, hey, man, I'll never leave you, Lord. I'll never turn my back on you, Lord. You know, Peter was quick to catch himself rebuking Yahushua. He was quick to, because he had that zealous spirit, you know. He had that ride or die type of spirit for the Lord, man. But the time came that, hey, the Lord told Peter, hey, man, you're gonna deny me 3 times. And the Peter, of course, he was in the Apostle Peter. He was in denial, you know. He was in denial. But when he, in fact, did deny the Lord 3 times, that's why in verse 62 says that Peter went out and wept bitterly. You see? So just the point being that when it came to Peter, because this thing of our, again, it's of the household of faith, the house of David, which is which consists of the elect. All right, the elect. All right, and this is the household of faith that I've been, referencing, the whole time, because that's what this message is for. Essentially, it's for the household of faith, the house of David, the elect. All right. But just the point that I wanted to mention with this account dealing with Peter, how he went out, he cried bitterly, he wept bitterly. Hey, it broke him. Peter was humble to the point that, hey, when Peter was crucified, because that was the typical process of being put to death at that time, you know. What's it called? Crucifixion, which that's a horrible way to go, you know. Nevertheless, you know, but Peter was so humbled, he was so broken, you know, when it came down to him being crucified, all right. He didn't even want to be crucified the same way that Yahushua was crucified. He said, hang me upside down, you know. Apostle Peter said, hang me upside down. I'm not even worthy to be crucified the way that the way that the Lord was crucified. But nevertheless, just to show you how Peter was, he broke, man. The Lord broke Peter, man. You know? And you see, like I said, because we often have those times where, hey, the Lord breaks us, you know, he humbles us, he humiliates us, all right, just to build us back up. Because we're, you know, in that process of being, you know, when we're humbled, all right, the Lord, that's, you know, hey, the Lord, he can work with us, he can deal with us. We're more susceptible, right? Pretty much we're more vulnerable, right? Until we get to that point where we're strong enough, you know. The Lord gives us what we need in that time period, and we get built up to a point until it's time for the next lesson, until it's time for the Lord to break us down again, just to build us back up. And this is the continuous process dealing with the elect, all right, the household of faith, the house of David. All right, this is the continuous process, and it's all for our bettering. All right, because I believe it was King David. He mentioned how as far as the trials and tribulations, it's not for our demise. You know, it's not for our complete utter destruction. No, man, the Lord, everything that we go through is for our betterment. It's for our good. You know, and the Lord knows it. The Lord, you know, and that's a part of having faith, knowing that, the Lord's got me. You know, for whatever reason, the Lord's put me through this, and I'm going to end up victorious at the end of the day. You know, because that's another thing, having that type of mindset, you know, victorious mindset. Because, man, the Lord's got us, man, you know. That's why you hear certain brothers such as myself, you know, we speak the way that we speak, Because someone's got to play these roles. Now, we don't know if we're of the elect. That's why we call ourselves the house or the hopefully elect, because we don't know. But hey, someone's got to play these roles. And it's like, why can't it be you? Why can't it be me? Someone's got to play these roles, you know? Because the more and more we learn, the more and more the Lord is showing us that he's dealing with us, you know? The more and more we go over scriptures about the confidence, our confidence. We see why our forefathers, they moved the way that they moved. You know, King David, hey, you know, because we can't read these stories like, we can't read these accounts like a fairy tale, man. You know, a lot of these different accounts that we read about, hey, it could very well be you, you know. And in fact, you got to put yourself in a position to, you got to put yourself in a position, you know, when we read these accounts, hey, you know, put yourself in those accounts. Because again, it's like, why can't the Lord do it for you? You know, he did it for our forefathers, which we are forefathers. So in a sense, we are reading about a lot of the different accounts, man. And we are real. Hey, don't be surprised. We are reading, if we're reading about ourselves, don't be surprised. We are, in fact, reading about ourselves. You know, and I always say, man, just remember the stock that you come from, Jake. You know, remember the stock that you come from. We come from, all right? So that's why, again, yeah, like I was saying, we read about King David. How did King David move? Hey, man, he was against all odds, right? Going up against Goliath. Jake was scared and whatnot. But hey, man, King David said, hey, you know, we know the account, the type of spirit that was on King David. Hey, who was this filthy heathen, man? You know, and it be like that sometimes. A lot of times, you know, you just be around a lot of weak-minded individuals, man. It just be like, man, do y'all know who the fuck is? You know, you get that just that level of confidence, like, bro, these people don't know who our God is, man. You know, and it's aggravating sometimes because we were there, you know. We were there, you know, just having a type of weak, just a weak mindset, just, you know, woe was me type of shit, type of spirit. But no, man, like I said, we grow. The Lord shows us that he's dealing with us. And it's just like, man, that's why, like I said, the more we get into these scriptures, the more we learn, the more we because the scriptures talk about how we're being put back in the remembrance of these things, you know, stirring up our pure minds, you know. Because like I said, hey, remember who we come from, the stock that we come from. Hey, man, the stock that we come from, right? You know,
so I told my brother,
the stock that we come from. This is who we are. All right, the Lord is with us, and even more so to the house of faith. All right, you know, to you elect out there, hey, because like I said, I always say it's a thing of confidence, not cockiness, because we don't know. But hey, why can't it be you? Why can't it be me? Why can't I get the power? Why can't you get the power? You know, why can't the Lord save you? Why can't he, you know, the Lord is dealing with someone. Why can't it be us? Why can't it be us? But it, you know, in order to get to that point, right? Hey, that's why we have to go through this continuous process of the Lord breaking us down just to build us back up. Because every time we come back stronger. So, you know, the Lord knows what he's doing at the end of the day. All right. He knows what he's doing at the end of the day. And that's why, again, we just come to this level of understanding where, hey, the Lord's got us, man. You know, everything is of the Lord. And we have complete faith in that, man. Complete faith in that. So we've got nothing to worry about. The Lord is with us. You know, to the household of faith. Which, like I mentioned earlier, that's why those men are going to be commended so greatly. They're going to be, man, our stories, Lord willing, are going to be talked about forever. Against all odds, right? You know, against all odds, these men still in great faith, man. You know, and that's how precious our faith is. The Lord said it. When I come back, shall I find faith on earth? Right? When it came to, I think it was Nathaniel, if I'm not mistaken. You know, the Lord said, I haven't found so much great faith in Israel. Roughly paraphrasing. Because that's how precious our faith is, man. Because like I said in the beginning, that's when it comes to this thing of ours, that's like the chief pinnacle. That's what the Lord requires the most. You know, that's what the Lord requires the most. And that's what the Lord is building us up for. So, hey, trust the process. Know that the Lord, he is. All right, and he's got us. We got nothing to worry about. We ain't got nothing to worry about, you know. But through the Spirit, I believe the point was made, Lord willing. This has been edifying, uplifting to whom this may concern. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to you. Hopefully, like Lord willing, to the next one.